Forest bathing is usually time spent in a forest. It is an immersion of the senses, a moment of mindfulness. It is a chance to unplug from our busy lives, relax, and reconnect with nature. But not everyone can get to a forest. So let me guide you on a journey into an imaginary forest for some remote forest bathing. Think of a forest. The type of forest is up to you. Our ideas of forest can be very different. How would you define a forest? Is it different to a wood or a jungle? Is it different if you were in another part of the world? Is a forest purely nature, or are there other types of forest? How big is your forest? Where does your forest end and begin? How do you know if you've stepped out of the forest? Is there a change in terrain? Is it bordered by a river, the sea, a mountain range, a city? Step outside. Look around you. What do you see? Look back at your forest. Is it inviting, or does it seem magical or eerie? OK, let's return to our forest. Find something to sit on, a rock or a tree stump perhaps. It's time to relax. Take a deep breath. Hold it and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Feel your body relax and any tension drain away. Now, look around you. Use all your senses to connect with your surroundings. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? What do you hear? Your imaginary forest is growing as you add these sensory layers. Look up. Can you see the sky through the canopy? Note how the weather is affecting the movement, the sound and the smell of the trees. Are there birds, squirrels or other animals in the treetops? What are they doing? What is the light like as it filters downwards? Perhaps it is winter, with a stark or watery light and there are no leaves for it to shine through. Or you may be enjoying autumn, with its cascading seed pods and golden colours. A spring forest would bring the acid greens of new growth that tinges the light all around you. Think about that light as it hits the understory and the different vegetation that grows as a result. Look down at your feet. What is underfoot? Crunchy leaves and snapping twigs, mossy banks and animal burrows. What else can you see? Can you look for insects? Where are they hiding? Let's take a walk now. How easy is it to get about? Are there winding paths to scamper down, fallen leaves to swish through, fallen branches to balance on? What is the terrain like? Is it sloping, flat, rocky, covered in undergrowth? How does the forest influence your movements? Will you need to weave around puddles, avoid tree roots, or navigate mudslicks? Let's search for a stick. Which one will you choose? Is it strong and sturdy, long and bendy, gnarled and knotty? How does it feel in your hands? Take a moment to think about what you'll do with your stick. A staff to support you on your walk, perhaps. Or maybe it will form the strut of a shelter you're going to build. Maybe you'll whittle it, or draw patterns in the mud with it. Perhaps you will take it home with you. Or maybe you will simply return it to the forest. Have a look around you. I'd like you to choose a tree and place your hand on its trunk. Note how the bark feels against the softness of your palm. Think about the life of this tree, how it has grown from a tiny seed, in and out of seasons, over years, stretching upwards and outwards, playing host to families of woodlice, spiders, beetles, birds and squirrels. Examine its bark and branches and leaves. Is it scarred, patched with lichen, covered with moss? What shape has it taken on? Beneath the bark there is sap and heartwood and a whole respiratory system stretching from roots to leaves. There is energy. Can you feel it? Do you feel connected to the tree, to the forest, to something bigger? Feel the synergy. Take another deep breath in and breathe out slowly. Linger a while in your imaginary forest. Take as long as you need and re-emerge, relaxed and reconnected.